Hello, my darlings. I hope you're having a beautiful, magical, wonderful, divine day wherever you are in the world today. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello. My name is Emily, the Lupine Witch of Dark Ether Transcendence. If you've been following me for some time, welcome back. Either way, however you found me, new or regular, I'm just grateful that you're here, for taking the time to watch this. And I know that there's a reason you're watching this, right? You saw that title? You saw twin flames in it, right? You are a twin flame, or you suspect you are a twin flame, and you're wanting to know what is going on right now, okay? So, like I always say, if this read resonates with you and you would like your own personal reading with me concerning your twin flame union, hop on over to my website, shoot me an email. I would love to work with you. Whether you are trying to figure out if, is this person my twin? I can help you with that. Maybe you already kind of know this person is your twin, but you got stuff going on and you are lost and confused and angry and hurt. Trust me, I was there too, y'all. I have been with my twin flame for the last 17 years. We met when we were in high school. We were babies. I had no idea what was going on, okay? So I get the confusion. I get the anger. I understand and understand what you're going through, okay? Regardless of kind of what stage you're at right now, you're working on coming into union, maybe you're in separation, maybe you're trying to figure out if this person is your twin, you're in the right place, and whatever you need, I can help you with that. So, with that said, we're going to jump into our read here. I've already got a couple of cards that popped out while I was kind of pre-shuffling, okay? And I do have a feeling both of these cards that popped out are concerning the masculine and the feminine, okay? So it's for both energies, right? And just like I always say as well, these reads are not just for you to be able to kind of get an idea of what your counterpart is going through, thinking, feeling, but it is a reflection of your internal energies as well. We all have inner masculine and inner feminine energy, so use these reads to not only look at your counterpart to better understand them, but to understand yourself as well. Your twin is going to mirror you, okay? So we're going to see. I'm going to finish shuffling here. I'm going to pull one for the masculine to start. I'm doing this a little differently than I usually do, and I'm going to pull one for feminine. And then, oh, I already had one that flipped. Of course, it flipped upright, okay? Right away, feminine wants to talk here. So I feel like I need to start, after I do the two cards for the masculine, feminine together, I'm going to talk about the feminine first, all right? So first card we have, interesting, mind body. This is an air card, okay, for both of our counterparts. Second card that we have is the hero reverse. Okay, so I'm going to talk about these first two cards, and then I will get into the rest of our reading here. As I said, the very first card here we have, this is for our masculine and our feminine, okay? Both energies, both counterparts are going through this at this time. There is a coming together, realizing how powerful you are. That's what I'm hearing with this card, is how powerful you really are. The energies, the counterparts are seeing what they think, say, do is what is creating their reality at this time. And for those close to union, there is a deepening integration of becoming conscious creators, okay? For those that are still kind of in a separation phase. Now, you could be living with your twin flame and still be in a separation phase. This isn't a bad thing. Separation doesn't always mean you're living in different states or different countries, right? It is an energy. Separation just means your inner energies, both of your inner energies are still button heads like rams, okay? They're not melded yet. That's what union is the masculine and feminine coming together, melding as one, okay? So whether you're living with your twin flame, you're in different states, doesn't matter, okay? If you are still kind of in the separation state, you're still working on coming into that union, there is an activation that has happened, okay, of understanding how your mind and your body are connected, okay? I'm hearing clearing programs. And even for those that are close to union at this time, it's like, I'm literally seeing for those that are at the separation level, it's like layers of dirt, okay? Different layers of sediment, and you're kind of brushing off a layer, but there's still quite a few layers to go, and that's okay. For those close to union, You're right at that bottom layer, okay? You're really integrating everything that has come to you, all right? So there is a coming together of the mind and the body, realizing how powerful you are, seeing how powerful you are. Could be some like triggers coming up mentally, becoming very conscious of what you're thinking, okay? As I said, once again, what you think, say, do is what creates your reality. The example I'm going to use here for this card is imagine that you get the flu, okay? Rather than telling yourself, oh, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, that's going to reinforce, it's going to continue to manifest, to create in your reality, you're sick, you're creating that. You're speaking it, you're thinking it, you're feeling into it, right? But flip it. Say you got the flu. Rather than going, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, you say, I am healing, I am well, I am healthy, you know, my body is balanced. You're gonna knock that illness, that dis-ease out of your vessel quicker than if you were just saying, oh, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick. So rather than being sick for 2 weeks, you're sick for like 5 days, right? That's what this card is representing. Becoming conscious of how your reality is created and being very conscious of the mind at this time. Now, as I said, this is for both counterparts. The second card we have here is the Hero reverse. Guides actually want me to pull my book on this, which is interesting, but there's something that they want highlighted. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to listen to the guides here. We're going to see what they want to say about the Hero reversed right off the bat here. Okay. This actually does go with this card, because even though this is a fire card, this is about observing patterns and thoughts. This is an air card dealing with thoughts, creativity, okay? They both are mirroring here. And with the Hero reversed, the counterparts, the energies, masculine, feminine, are looking at this time. Why do I do the things that I do? Especially if you are helping those around you. Are you helping those around you because you want something in return? Or you're wanting to like, I'm hearing like strings attached. Like, are there strings attached to why you're helping people? Or are you genuinely doing it because you enjoy doing it? Right now, I'm not talking about like if you have a business, you know what I mean? Like you do tarot reads and people pay you for that, right? I'm not talking about that kind of thing. I'm talking about like, say somebody asks you for help, okay? You got to help them move their couch or something. You agree to it, but then you later complain about that or expect them to like pay you for your time. You know, there's kind of that greedy, low vibrational energy there, right? Did you really help them because you wanted to help them? Or did you help them because you thought you were going to get something else out of it? Or you could be like, oh, well, I helped you move your couch, so now you have to help me, right? There's an observation. I'm going to pull, Spirit, I want one more card here for both counterparts, because I don't feel like that is, I'm going to shuffle still. There's something missing in the message. We have the crone upright. Okay. With our crone upright, this is about boundaries. This is about empowerment. Very heavy, like dark feminine energy. I want you to notice how the crone looks, okay? Wearing all black. Now, dark feminine energy does not mean evil. Dark feminine energy is different than wounded feminine energy, okay? Wounded feminine energy. Now, once again, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, right? Wounded feminine energy is seductive. It's greedy. It's manipulative, right? Whereas dark feminine energy is boundaries. It's owning your power. It's standing in your empowerment. They're two very different things. Very different things, okay? So I don't want you guys, especially if you're new to this, don't get confused by hearing dark feminine and go, oh my God, that means bad. It doesn't, okay? It literally is just someone who's standing in their power. Like, yo, no, I know who I am. You're not gonna like try to come up on me and act a certain way, right? Like, I got boundaries. That's what it is. Standing in the empowerment here. I'm also hearing like putting people in their place. And once again, keep in mind these first 3 cards here, okay, are for both our masculine and feminine, okay? Putting people in their place. I almost wonder at the beginning of the week if there's going to be someone who like tries you or tries the masculine, and they're going to be like, no, we're not doing that. As I said, we are going to get further into the read here and look specifically at our masculine and feminine, but I'm very interested with these first, 3 cards here, and especially this crone here, which is a major arcana. This is like a level up, man. This is like a level up, okay? And right next to that, the hero reverse, okay? As I said, we were going to start with our feminine because it is the card that flipped first. First card we have for our divine feminine is our 10 of air. This is about standing in embodiment, standing in love, knowing what you need to do. Also, I want to acknowledge kind of like the doorway or the portal here, getting ready to step through this doorway into the unknown. This is an air card. And this does go back to that original mind body, okay, dealing with air, dealing with thoughts and creation. Feminines have been doing some work on themselves, like really becoming conscious of themselves is what I'm hearing, and that they're getting ready to step through this doorway into the unknown. This is not a place they haven't been before, but there's been a deeper like integration that has happened is what I'm hearing. Like this is around trust. And I actually have noticed that with myself. I've been getting a lot of downloads and activations surrounding manifestation, birthright abundance, and really like surrendering into trust. You know what I mean? When you're manifesting and creating things, there's only so much you can do in the physical. And then eventually you got to let go and be like, okay, universe, God, whatever term you want to use there, your turn. I've done what you've asked me to do. It's your turn. You cannot control everything. And I feel like feminines really have been seeing that internally, letting that go. They're getting ready to step through. The other thing I want to acknowledge is like the wings here. I'm hearing like your wings have unfurled finally. Get ready to fly with this card. Okay, feminines? Very beautiful energy right off the bat. What else does the feminine need to say here? It's not all, I haven't actually ever started with the feminine before with a twin flame read, so I'm interested that the feminine wants to talk. We have the 10 of water reversed. We have 2 10s here. Very interesting. 10, 10, okay? So we have our 10 of water reversed. This is about surrendering. And my guides do, once again, they want me to pull my book here because there's something they want highlighted, or a specific phrase or a word here. And so that's what we're going to do. Why are you wanting to highlight? Okay. That's why they wanted it highlighted, because they specifically wanted to call out even though this is a water card, there's still something going on with the mental process. Feminine, once again, that energy around conscious creator, like your mind, okay? How you're creating your reality. There has been some stress going on in the feminine's life. And this is towards or about how you manifest, how you are manifesting or trying to manifest. Like I'm seeing like, for some of you, and it may feel this way for some of you feminines, like you're trying to put the plug in the socket, but you can't get it to go in correctly. Like something's bent, or like it's the wrong kind of connection. Like you're trying to do this, but it's not working, and it's caused stress here. Like, you're supposed to step through this portal and like into this new chapter, but you have been feeling really stressed about this. And the divine wants you to know, feminine, let go of the worry, let go of these like negative emotions that are coming up. Observe them. If that fear, if that doubt, if that worry has been coming up, especially around like my manifestations aren't happening and I can't get it to, like, sometimes it happens and other times it doesn't happen. You need to just let go. Feminine, you need to detach, you need to let go. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't. This actually came up in yesterday's reading, just like collective reading around creation, that like you have the power to choose what you're going to focus on. We have all kind of been default programmed to think doom and gloom, worst case scenario, nothing ever goes right. But you get to choose. And that's why this card is coming up here. And that's why my guides wanted me to pull my book out for that, is because they were specifically wanting to acknowledge choose the highest vibration of what you're wanting to create. Focus on that. Focus on feeling into it, believing in it. Know that you're worthy of whatever this is. Like, manifestation is not that hard. Manifestation is not that hard, and I feel like some of you need to hear this, okay? The whole key to manifestation. You've been manifesting the whole time. Even when you were unconscious, even when you were asleep. You have the feminine, the inner feminine, which is emotion, intuition, okay? And then you have the masculine, which is action and the logic mind, okay? So when you're asleep, you were still manifesting the whole time. You just weren't conscious of it. And that's why you were stuck in these repeating cycles. Money never came. You were always sick. Something always happened. It's because you were unconsciously creating that. So when you begin to awaken, you go through your awakening, okay? And it starts with the shadow work, right? You're healing yourself. You cannot manifest anything consciously until you deal with the unconscious programs that were put into you. Your parents, your grandparents, society, right? Oh, nothing ever works right. Money's never good. Like, money never comes to us. Like, we always suffer, right? You have to get into the core of yourself to be able to come to a place of being a conscious manifester, because if you don't, those unconscious programs will continue to manifest for you. Even if, oh, I'm affirming, I'm meditating, if you ain't done that inner work and that shadow work, your manifestation isn't going to happen in the way that you want, because unconsciously you still believe those old outdated beliefs. Manifesting is all about bringing your inner feminine and your inner masculine together. You visualize, feel what you're wanting, and then you take the steps, the action, the masculine to do what you need to do. Okay, you do your part, you do the physical part, and then you got to let go. That's the hard part for a lot of people, is you got to let go, right? Because there's only so much you can do in the physical realm, right? You can't, if you're holding on like this, you're not going to manifest, because you're choking off your blessings, because you don't trust in the divine, the universe, you yourself, to bring you what you want, okay? So there's been this like deeper activation for the feminines at this time of like really focusing on what they want. And this energy's been very potent. We did just get out of Mercury retrograde, officially like the integration period a couple days ago. And then we had a triple Kazemi, and then we had the Sun conjunct Jupiter yesterday on May 18th. So like luckiest day of the year. There's been a lot of hyper energy. There is like a Pleiadian portal, I believe is what it's called at this time, from the 16th until the 24th. Okay, so like the way the energies are lined up, there is stuff that's going on internally in the mind to help you become a conscious creator. Okay, so what else is going on for a feminine at this time that we need to know about, spirits? Nine of Earth. Really be charitable with yourself at this time, feminines. Give to yourself. I feel like that stress, you have been so stressed out and so worried about things. You've been neglecting yourself. You need to give to yourself the way you give to others, especially right now. Okay, that's what the divine is calling you to do. Go get that massage. Go get your hair cut. Drink that extra cup of coffee. Sit in the sun for hours and don't do anything and relax. Like, take care of yourself, okay? Next, oh, of course we do. Of course we fucking do. We have the Union card, feminine. That's literally what's happening here. Literally what's happening here. And it goes with, okay, the original cards for both counterparts, mind, body. This is also a Union card, okay? Because you're bringing the mind and the body together, represents the masculine and feminine together. You have the Union card for our feminine. Feminine is really deepening into union with the self. Next card we have, this is our Six of Water reversed. What am I hearing for my Six of Water reversed here? I'm hearing don't get swept up in heavy emotions. I am going to pull my book for this too, because there is something that wants to be highlighted. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay. That's why. Don't get swept up in emotion. And I know I did mention earlier for both kind of the read for both counterparts of the masculine and feminine together, that someone may try you this week. They may try to get in your way. Don't lower yourself to their level. That's why the first thing I heard with this card was don't get swept up in like those low negative emotions. I do think there's been some possible twin flame interference that's been going on, and I haven't said anything about that. I didn't think anything was like really worth mentioning fully until this card came out, but I'm going to mention it now. I've had a couple of visions the past couple of nights that have been a little spicy, which I always know if it's not like me and my counterpart, in the astral realm doing the stuff, there's interference going on. And I've had several different visions of like that kind of interference going on. So maybe you've got a karmic that tries to come back into the picture, or you have someone that like tries to, I literally see like the image of like, they're sniffing up the wrong tree. Like someone's trying to come in, whatever this is, like, don't even pay them no mind. That's what I'm hearing. Don't even pay them no mind. Okay. Now we're going to look at our masculine. Very first card we have is thought reversed. Of course we do. Of course we do. Once again, that heavy energy for the thought here, the thought process. They're really working on letting go of the voice in their head. You're not good enough. You're so dumb. You are never going to accomplish this. You're never going to do that. Okay, it's all mirroring here. Masculines, for those that are in separation, this is a lot. This is painful for them. This is a struggle for them. They're having a hard time and it's not because they're dumb or, like they're just feeding all this stuff, it's because they still have lessons to learn. I'm going to take a little sippy here out of my cup so that way I can wet my mouth. For those in separation, they still have not, a lot of them, they're still quite unconscious is what I'm hearing. And so those pain programs, that pain voice, that bully in their head is really getting to them. It's really getting to them. But for those that are close to union, they are having some of that resurface. And once again, it is mirroring, okay? It is mirroring our feminine. Of like, you got to choose your reality, right? It's mirroring just with this too, okay, for both counterparts, mind and body, right? For those that are close to union, they are aware that this bully in their head is full of bullshit. They're aware of this. But I feel like some of them are struggling just a little bit. It's almost like I'm seeing like they had a period where that bully in their head either was very silent or just like very soft. So they were like, whatever, I can't even hear, like I'm not even paying attention to you, but it's been really loud lately. Okay. And once again, it's because of this energy, it's bringing stuff up. And they're wondering like, why? Like, why am I not doing enough work? Am I like, why? It's almost like they feel like they're being punished a little bit. Okay. And they once again are being called to like be the creator. They get to choose. Okay. But there is a little bit of struggle here for our masculine. What else do we have? For our masculine here, for this update, 5 of air. Yep. There's a lot of stuff going on in the mind here right now, guys. I haven't done a read like this in a while where I have this much energy around a specific kind of process. Like, is it action-based? Is it thought-based? You know what I mean? Is it emotion-based? Very heavy on the thoughts here, okay? They got to take their mask off. They're really working to take their mask off. Now, those in separation, they are fighting that. They are fighting that, man. They don't want to take their mask off. They are still choosing those pain programs, okay? And I'm going to send some extra love to our masculines who are still unconscious at this time because, oh, baby, I can feel that heartburn. I can feel that heartburn. It is burning a hole, man. Sending y'all extra love, man. For those that are close to union, okay? They really are seeing that the mask doesn't serve them. And there's still some nervousness here to take the mask off. Just a little bit, right? Because I do think there are still some people that are around them that it's not that they're hiding from these people. It's more like being cautious. They've kind of been tiptoeing a little bit. But now, like, universe is like, oh, you can't tiptoe around these people. You got to be yourself, okay? Really fully take the mask off. Embrace who you are. Embrace your darkness. Embrace your light. Like, be who you are supposed to be. You are meant to guide the way for masculines. Though, as I said, that message is for those close to union. They really have become aware that they are royalty. They are royalty, and they're supposed to lead the way, okay? For those that come into contact, just like with feminines, right? Those of you, you've really been working on stepping into, you know, that priestess or that light worker energy, whatever term you want to use there for yourself, the leadership role. Masculines are really working on that at this time, finishing taking off the mask, okay? Next card we have 6 of air upright. Still a lot of air here. I'm still hearing the balance of thoughts. Okay, and I want you to really look at this. The light language activation here, the heart at the center, the download at the top, okay, the rainbow coming in, the light and dark on both sides. Balancing of the thoughts is what I'm hearing. And fully embracing themselves, embracing their dark, embracing their light, realizing that, like, there's no need for them to hide who they are. There's no need for them to hide who they are. I'm also hearing, like, them starting to speak more spiritually, more activated. And that could be also why we have some of this energy here of, like, they're a little nervous. They're starting to talk differently, and people are noticing. They're getting some raised eyebrows. They're getting some, like, what the hell does that mean kind of deal, and they're a little nervous about that. And some of this has come from them listening to their feminines, right? And I've had that with my masculine man for a long time. I didn't think he listened to anything I said. There were times he's like, what you say goes over my head. For years he used to say that, what you say goes over my head, baby. I don't understand. It confuses me. And then over the last, like, 2 to 3 years, he's kind of started, like, I use the word regurgitate, not that he's, like, parroting back to me, but I can tell he was paying attention, and he has started to understand some of the things I talk about. Now, there's still a lot that I talk about he doesn't get yet, but he listens, right? He talks about, like, if I'm in a mood and I'm just not feeling it, he's like, remember, what you think, say, and do is what you manifest, baby. Like, just be mindful. It's okay to be down, but, like, remember, you're more powerful than this. And I'm like, did you just use the word manifestation? Did you really just say all what I think you said? Okay, so, like, they have been listening to their feminines. Those who are in separation, they're still hiding from this. I'm hearing they still think all of this is woo-woo. Okay, those who are unconscious still, they think all this is woo-woo. They think it's crazy still, okay? But that's normal for them. My masculine did that too. If your masculine is doing that, don't pay them no mind. Don't pay them no mind, okay? Because honestly, it's a reflection of you. There could still be an aspect of you. If your masculine is still talking that way, there could still be an aspect of you that thinks, like, this is too good to be true. There's no way that, like, spirituality, like, this is real, You may not be fully conscious of it, but they will be mirroring that back to you, right? So, anything else for our masculine at this time? My deck is starting to act a little funky, which is interesting. It's like trying to pull out, like, if you were to do, like the rainbow spread thing, and I have never had it do that before. What do you need to say, baby? We have the abundance card. Okay. Interesting. And of course, we've got the dragon here. I've been feeling some heavy dragon energy, so I may be doing a dragon read here within the next day or so. Even maybe later today. I'm not sure yet. We have the abundance card, very focused on abundance, not just money. Okay, they're focused on their health. They're focused on their wealth. They are focused on their future, is what I'm hearing. Some of them may have come into some big money recently over the last couple of days. I know my masculine did. Okay, there was a big job opportunity for him before he finally leaves. And I could feel, even though he just was like, oh, I'm going to make this much. And, once I'm done with this gig, I'll be able to finally move and come be with you, right? I could feel that this sense of, like, he was, like, thinking to himself without telling me, telepathically communicating of, this is going to further help us. This is going to help our future, right? Like, this is going to set us up for our future. So there is a focus on abundance here. And this also, energy for the feminine as well. Okay, maybe you have been focused on your business, your finances, you know, however it is that you bring in funds, how you bring in abundance to yourself. If you're looking at eating better, sleeping better, whatever it is, okay, just all around abundance here. Is there anything else our masculine at this time? We have the seneschal. Very first thing I hear is borrowed power. I'm going to get a clarifier for this, though. Can I get a clarifier for our seneschal, please? Why is the emphasis on borrowed power? The maiden reversed. Okay. Masculines could be in a position, this is heavy around work, okay? And this is an earth card, so it's dealing in money, career, physical vessel, okay? The material world. There could be some masculines that are in a high position in their job. They're not like the boss, okay? They're not like the big boss for a lot of them, but they're close to it, right? They have a lot of respect from people around them. They're pretty high ranking. You know, they may have some kind of authority that's passed down to them from the one that they're below, you know? And I'm hearing like they are unhappy with this arrangement because of the fact we have the maiden reversed. Okay, and with our maiden reversed here, with our seneschal, it's like the masculines don't want to be under the thumb of anyone anymore. That's what I hear. And I know I've been given that message for some time of masculines, they're leaving their job, they could be moving, they could be starting their own business. Okay, like they're really wanting to step into that royalty or that king energy, okay? Once again, you know, if your masculine is a female, you know, it could be queen, could be king. Don't take it. Don't get all warped, out of shape, and offended. I tend to use masculine and feminine and say, you know, man, woman, male, female, because my masculine is a male and I'm a female, okay? But if that's not your case, if you're the same gender, same sex, you know, all of that, however it works out for you, okay? So don't get offended by all that. I feel like I have to say that because some people, they get a little too hair trigger, and I just putting it out there. Use it for what it is for you, okay? But there is this sense of the masculine wanting to like strike out on their own and like trust in themselves. I actually am hearing my guides say they want me to pull my book again to look at my maiden reversed because they want something emphasized. So that's what we're going to do here real quick, which is interesting. And of course I went and passed it in my thingy-majigger, my book down here. With it reversed. Okay. That's why. Very first thing I saw with that was observing your dreams and your goals, which does align with what I said of like they don't want to be under the thumb of anyone anymore. Their goal is to do their own thing. They want to strike out and do their own thing. They want to be the boss of themselves is what I'm hearing. Is there anything else we need for our masculine? Anything we need for our masculine? I'm going to split. I'm going to reshuffle just because I can feel that it wants me to. I don't think we're going to have any more for the masculine, but I'm going to do one more shuffle on that. Okay, last one we have for our masculine, Two of Fire. They could be meeting a mentor who will help them take the steps that they need. Could also represent them coming together with the divine feminine, okay, because these are both two females here, okay? It is a fire card dealing in action. I'm hearing like really needing to trust in the feminine. Like give the reins sometimes to the feminine is what I just heard, which is interesting. I feel like sometimes the masculine can feel like they need to do everything, but that's not balanced. Okay, so there is like a balancing thing taking place here. Is there anything else we need to say for our feminine? We have healing, which of course goes with the feminine of really learning that they are the creator. You are the creator, feminine. If anything is coming up with this energy, 3443, when I looked up at my timer, okay, confirmation from the angels there. If there's anything that's coming up with these triggers, okay, the fear of, oh, I'm not going to have this, those old programs, you're not going to have this, you're going to lack this, the old is going to repeat. There is something in you you need to observe and heal, okay? Very heavy emphasis on childhood stuff. That happened with me. I had a ton of fear coming up. Oh, it's gonna, like, the stuff is gonna repeat again, and I'm gonna have to go through all this again, and and I had to pull myself back. I got too pulled in, and I pulled myself back. I said, no, I'm gonna be the observer. This is making me miserable. I've already done this. I have been in this cycle before. I'm now conscious. I can pull myself out. There's something from my childhood I have to heal. And then I had all these memories flood into my head that I haven't thought about in who knows freaking how long, of like, oh, I know where that comes from, and I know where that comes from, and I know where that comes from. That wasn't even me. That belongs to my mom. I'm sending it back to her. That belongs to my grandparents. I'm sending that back to them. That's not even me, right? But I had to sit with that and observe it and realize I got to heal that fear that they put into me. That fear was never mine. That doubt was never mine, right? So whatever you have coming up, feminine, sit with it, observe it. Don't run from it, babies. Don't run from it. Let it teach you, okay? Last card we have for our feminine is the Counselor reversed. Very first thing I'm hearing is don't be a bully with yourself, okay? Don't be a bully with yourself. You may, some of you may be feeling like if you reach out to a friend or you're talking to someone and they start giving you advice, like don't get on your ego high horse is what I just heard. Okay? Listen, really listen. Like you could, as I said, like a friend or a guide, or, maybe you come to me, you book a read with me, right? You're going through some stuff. You want to book a read with me. And I say something to you that triggers you. Don't get on your ego high horse. Okay? Don't come back at me and projecting, because I will call you out on that. I do that with everybody in my life, man. You come to me, I'm going to help you grow because I love you. Client, friend, family, don't matter. It's because I love you and I want to see you grow, okay? Be open to what this person needs to say to help you on your journey. I am going to pull my card or my book for that one as well, because I do feel like this card has something extra that I am missing. And so that's what I'm going to look at here. Yep. That the very first thing was like unwillingness, almost like maybe some of y'all heard that and you were like, what are you talking about? Like, why would I listen to anyone tell me what to do? Chill out, man. It's all Gucci. Chill out, okay? Listen. Keep your heart open. Everyone is your guide. Everyone is your teacher. We are all students and teachers at the same time. Even me, y'all. Even me, okay? I talked to a stranger at Walmart. They say something I needed to hear out of the blue. Oh, that's a teacher for me. That's another version of me talking to me, right? Why would I get upset about that? That this random person, you know what I mean? Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. I'm going to pull one more here for feminine just because, man, I feel like there's two here that actually just popped out. We have 3 10s for our feminine. Interesting. Oh, that's so interesting. 10 of Earth. You're surrounded by abundance, man. You really are. You are so surrounded by abundance, and you may not see it right now because this energy, once again, it's been kind of thick. It's been kind of triggering. It's been kind of heavy, okay? But know that abundance is coming to you. The money, the clients, the health, the house, the baby, getting fit, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it is with you, okay? It is with you. Open your heart, to let it come to you. The last card the feminine has is the self. There's definitely some very heavy going within, observing of the self, shadow work taking place. Okay, of course. And I really want you to look at this. Do you see how we've got like our dragons here? We have 2 dragons. We've got 3 doves. We've got roses. We have a butterfly. There's so much symbolism here. The peace, okay, the protection, the fire in the belly, the abdomen, creation, the roses of Mary Magdalene, okay? There's so much taking place in this card. Feminines are really going within. Really going within and claiming their power at this time. And feminines, in you doing this, your masculine, your external masculine will reflect this. I know that they're going through some stuff, okay? Both counterparts are going through stuff, but just like the first 3 cards we had here, for both counterparts together, both energies together, creation, okay? Conscious creation, really just like owning your path forward, okay? Understanding that being a guide on this planet, you got to do it from a place of unconditional love. No strings attached, okay? And if there are still some of those traits there, you got to let it go, right? Even if you have, a small business like what I do, you know what I mean? I don't do this because I expect anything in return. There is no focus on, I'm doing this to make the money. And like, yeah, we all need money, got to pay bills, got to buy food, right? But I don't do this to get anything in return. I do it because I love it, right? So I'm using that as an example. Observing your actions, your behaviors, why are you doing it? And if you're doing things just because you love doing it, don't even worry about it, right? And then that last card of the crone, just stepping into that dark, feminine empowerment, having your boundaries, knowing who you are, like this is your path. No one's perfect. You're gonna slip up and it takes time to really come into yourself fully, but that's okay. Like you're owning it, baby. I really want you to look at that card. You see how she owns her shit? She's not messing around. She's like, yo, I know who I am. I am strong. I am capable. I am successful. This is my path. Nothing anyone says is going to divert me from my path because I'm following it for me, right? That's what's happening here. I am going to pull one final card. This is one of the longest reads I've done in a while, y'all. Okay, so if you're still here, I give you kudos, man. Sometimes the cards, they just got to talk. Spirit's got to talk. Let's do one more card for both of our masculine and feminine together. I want one final card to sum everything up, to sum all this whole read up here, baby, please. 8 of Fire reversed. I'm hearing trust in the action you know you need to take. Take aligned action. Move through love, take aligned action. That's how you manifest. That's how you create. When you create from love, you take that action from love, you're going to bring it all together. Okay, you're going to bring it all together. I am going to pull an oracle card just to sum everything up. We're going to clear this energy here. There's been some heavy energy, y'all. I acknowledge it. I feel it. Okay, we're going to pull one card. Vacation, relaxation, and adventure. Okay, find time. Reconnect with yourself. Take some time to yourself. You ain't got to go on some big vacation, okay? Maybe you're feeling the call to some plant medicine, right? Expanding your consciousness. Maybe you just go to the park, right? Maybe you go to the beach. You ain't got to spend no money, right? Take time for yourself. Embrace the wonders around you. Really look at that card. The birds, the butterflies, the magic carpet, the roses again, Mary Magdalene. I'm probably going to be doing a video on my Patreon, channeled message from Mary Magdalene. So if you want to check that out, go join my Patreon. Link will be down below, okay, in the description box for that. Heavy energy here of just enjoy. Enjoy, embrace your inner child. Feel the magic. That's what I just heard. Feel the magic, embrace the magic. And look at the fact she's on a flying carpet, man. Like Aladdin, the flying carpet. She's on a flying carpet. That's literally the cards like, believe in the magic. Believe in the magic. Magic is real. Magic is real. Okay, it's not like Harry Potter. Oh, I wish it was like Harry Potter. That would be freaking cool. but it's not. But we have our own magic, manifestation. When you believe, everything's possible. Okay? So, with that said, I know this was quite a long reading. As I said, cards want to talk when they want to talk, and I am just the messenger. I do hope that this read resonated with you. I hope it has brought some guidance to you. I will, here in a couple days, I'll be pulling some more cards here just to get another update for our twin flames. What's going on? What has shifted? All that good jazz. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell thingy so you don't miss anything that I post, okay, if you enjoy my work. And if you feel called to a reading with me, hop on over to my website. Link for that will be down below in the description box as well, okay? You can shoot me an email, twin flame guidance, spiritual guidance. Maybe you got, money worries, you want to read for that. Am I going to get pregnant? You want to look in that, okay? Whatever kind of guidance you're needing at this time of a spiritual nature, a high elevation, high frequency guidance, I've got you covered. I also offer distance Reiki sessions, contracts, hex removal, twin flame interference removal, everything that I offer, okay, it is on my website. It's all there with the description. If you feel called to it, if you would like to work with me, I would be honored, I would be humbled, and I would love to work with you on your journey to see you reach the highest potential of who you are here to be on this earth. I want to see you grow. I want to see you grow because that's what lights my soul on fire. I love watching people grow. I love watching people transform. And if I am able to have any kind of hand in that, whether by you just watching me here or booking with me, that is all I ask for. That is all I am here for, is to see people become the highest God versions of themselves on this planet, to come into heaven on earth and be conscious creators and live in joy and peace and thriving. So with that said, I love you guys. Make sure to go follow my TikTok if you don't already. It is the same name as it is here. And I post there pretty regularly as well. I would love to see you there. And until next time, take care of yourselves. I'm so fucking proud of you. Keep going, keep going. I know the twin flame journey, it's a lot. It can be really frustrating. It can be really confusing. But that's why I do this, because I've been there, I've done that. And so I want to help y'all try to navigate it, because when you don't have that navigation, it can be a lot more difficult and a lot more scary. And I want to try to make it as peaceful as I possibly can for you guys on this sacred journey into union. So I'm rambling, but I love you all. I'm proud of you. Make sure that you get your water today, move your body, get out into the sunshine, eat your fruits and veggies, and if you feel like no one is rooting for you, I am standing in your corner and I'm the loudest motherfucker screaming for you. People think I'm crazy, but it's okay. They just don't get it. They don't get the cool club, okay? They just don't. So, I love you all. And I will talk to you guys later.